channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and occasional chaos, Heather. And for my new and returning friends, the normal disclaimer with a little added extra today. My family and I live in a small apartment. My daughter's homeschooled. We have noisy ferrets. My husband works weird hours. I work weird hours too. And also, today our landlord is having some work done on our apartment building, so you'll hear some additional noise from the door. There's really nothing I can do about it. Unfortunately, not only does sound carry in the apartment, it carries outside the apartment and echoes in our hallway. Today I have for you an AliExpress haul. It might be a one-parter or a two-parter. I'm not sure at this general junction. I do have it separated just for that case. It just depends on how much I ramble on about the diamond paintings that I picked up and the other items I picked up. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to point you down towards, of course, my crafting area so we can get a better look at some of the items that I picked up. Okay, here we go, diving in. My first purchase from AliExpress this time was a 20 by 20. I'm calling it, because it also does not, the only description that it gives me is that it's from the company Evershine. It's a 20 by 20. It's full round drills. And it just says DIY Diamond Embroidery Dragon Mosaic Cartoon. That's all it's giving me. So, in order to separate that from some of my other diamond paintings that I got this haul, and like I always do, if they don't have a title or I can't find a title in the description of what the artist may have called it, or the fact that it's just a generic cartoony, so that's what they give it, I gave it my own. Which I named this one Rainbow Dragon in a Field. Like I said, I started this a couple times because I thought I sounded silly, but take, I think, 3 of this. The issues that I find with this is it's, but then again, I mean, like I said, I think I should say, yes, it's a 20 by 20. I don't normally do 20 by 20s. I mean, here, there, and occasionally I do a 20 by 20. To me, it looks small. But for the project that I'm thinking on doing this with, because I got 4 other little dragon paintings from a couple of other different companies. This one, I'm not sure if it has any type of special drills. It didn't list if it was ABs or just regular acrylic diamond painting drills. Some of the other ones have. That's another thing that I have a little con with getting from AliExpress. Even though compared to my last, with all this stuff I guess that's going on with Temu, Shein, and the tariffs and whatnot, this order came, I may not seem it because of when I'm doing this video, but this order came a lot quicker than what my Temu order did. Actually, believe it or not, the last part of my Temu order came the same time that this particular order came. As you can hear, middle of the video, they're doing pounding, putting like rubber stripping on our steps. Is what it is. It's just time that I can actually do this. We have numbers, symbols, and letters for this one. The DMC numbers or DMC codes for the diamonds are in order to correspond with the numbers. And like I said, it's not alphanumeric, it's some alpha, some symbol, so it's ought to be fun. It came with an upgraded kit, or an upgraded kit to what we're normally used to getting with most of our budget diamond painting. It came with I believe that is a 3 or 4 placer. Can't really see. It doesn't really have a number on it. Single placer, like I said, multi-placer. I believe it's a 3 or a 4. Potentially might be a 5. the purple wax, a thicker purple wax boat, which I mistaken myself. I thought the multi-placer was one of the plugs that you stick inside the boat. So that is my misgivings. Like I said, a little bit higher than the standard green and pink, but it's still a straw pen, the wax, the multi-placer, and a heavier purple boat. All your colors are bagged up, and like I said, this company's Evershine that I got this particular one from. It's a little, I mean, for the 20 by 20s, it's a little more expensive than what I usually get from Temu for something of that size or a little bit bigger. But like I said, it came quicker. It was shipped quicker. I also got, these are all in single bags with the colors. I don't like that they're, and the kit number is already on it. The DMC number is not on it. Oh, wait a second. Let me take that back. Yes, the DMC number is on it. The symbol, however, is not on it. But that doesn't worry me, because the way that I go and I kit up my paintings, this one I'll probably only have to, I won't even have to section it off. I'll just have to put that, let me lift up this a little bit. Because when the paint was poured, I think it's poured. Yeah, it's a very sticky poured. Yeah, I don't think it's a double. Yeah, it doesn't have that, like, none of them have the weird double-sided adhesive. I do have one that's questionable, that it may or may not be double-sided adhesive. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to go through all the difficulties of, this was just over-poured a lot, so I'm going to have to use, of course, the washi so my hand doesn't get all sticky, because I don't like that feeling. But this is my first one, and like I was trying to say, it's a little bit more expensive. I mean, give or take, I mean, it's still free shipping. I still can get price adjustments that I don't have to worry about when I do my price adjustments with them, about having it credited to my account and how long it takes, because it just only takes, like, they didn't give me the option to have it credited to my account for more coins and stuff to get free items off, which I'll talk to you about the free items that I got this deal without having to buy a million or expensive amount of items. Where am I going? But I got credit, but like it wasn't, with that one, it wasn't credits like onto my account. It was just credited back to my form of payment, which was cool. And it only took like maybe 2 to 3 days for my bank to credit it. So here's my next little guy here. Also a 20 by 20. Numbers, DMC codes in order. You've got alpha and symbols. And the symbols I feel are easy for me to read. Being as blind as bad as I am. I have farsightedness and farsighted in one eye, nearsighted in the other, and I forget which eye I have astigmatism. So yeah, I'm pretty much blind when it comes to doing this. So, but same thing, same basic boat. This came from Momo Art. It is a full round drill. And they're also just calling it Diamond Painting Dragon Animal New Mosaic Cartoon Craft. So I myself called it Rainbow Dragon in the Clouds. But it's also going to be for, I can get you in the, okay, out closer to me, I guess, closer to me out. I should put a sticker on my table to tell me where I can get it with my camera. Anyways, but this is also going to be in that the project that I may or may not blabbered about. Of, sorry, I left the tray in here. That's gonna annoy me when I put it away. If I put away a tray, I'll be like, what in the world? Instead of where I keep my trays and my extra wax and all that stuff, I keep that separate from everything else. But, like I said, they're already baggied up. I don't work personally out of bags, like I've said before. I usually put them in my little cuppies. But I think the colors are really nice, really rainbowy. I know I didn't mention this in the first one, but I have taken pictures of all the little keynote, like in the keys with a picture of the item, so you can see a little bit clearer if it doesn't transpose. I don't think transpose. If it doesn't transfer correctly from where I'm seeing it now, because I see it very nicely. It looks like from what I'm looking at through the camera, it's looking pretty nice too. There's my husband too. Anyway, like I said, there's my husband's off gone. But like I said, small apartment, noise carries. It is what it is. And here's my daughter probably coming to bug me. Anyways, but like I was saying, I know I said in a prior video, I was trying to get like little canvases in order to make this like, when I was a kid, my mom used to get home interiors. Here comes the story. Just to revise for new viewers and old viewers that may not have remembered the video, because I don't remember which video I done it in. But my mom used to get home interiors, and she had this framed picture that had all these little paintings in it of the different seasons. Well, my idea was to get miniature little different style dragons, fairies, something to that effect. Either 20 by 20 or 30 by 30, and put them in like a window pane kind of creative thing that I could either use on my wall or I could sell with my business. So that was my intentions with these. And I figured they'd be quick, with the way that I dye and paint, quick and easy to do. This one, it has the same similar stick. Like I said, for me the drill field appears to be easy. The drill field is easy for me to see. As for the key, I might have to go and take a picture of this on my printer, like scan it or copy it, and maybe blow it up a little bit somehow, because that might be a little bit hard for me to see with my funky eyes. But this, like I said, this is going to be one of the pains. Honestly, because I had a hard time through TV finding dragons instead of buying, like how they do sell the kit, certain kits and kits that have the 3 or 4 different little paintings the same size and same kind of genre by the same company. I myself was having a hard time picking ones that would go with the 2 that I already have. That was my problem. Because honestly, I think maybe the 2 I already got, I'm not sure if they came from Temu or if they came from AliExpress. And like I said, I myself, I like them both. I like Temu, the products from Temu, and I like the products from AliExpress. Because sometimes you get the same companies from AliExpress that also ship through Temu. Like I said, basic. This came with basic kit. Like 2 upgrades. You got the straw pen, you have baggies, and you have better than nothing tweezers. This kit also came with, I know some people don't show this, but I do. I don't care. Which is great because I can actually see. The actual key for the piece. What the piece is going to look like at the end, which I also took a picture of this. And I'm going to put it in a video so you can see how the finished product is supposed to turn out. This one, I was quite happy to find that I've never done a fairy drill. I mean, a fairy dust drill. And I probably have done AB ones also, but they weren't marked ABs. This one is marked that it has a fairy drill in it, which is this green one. What's that? Oh, that's the fairy drill, which is this little area here. Is where he has the, where the dragon has the lighted heart. That is going to have the fairy dust drill. There is an AB, but I'm honestly not sure where it is because it's not really marked. Or at least in the description, I believe it had an AB. Like I said, I could be wrong. I just know the FD means for fairy dust. And I'm not sure if, because there's like two options. You could get one that was just an AB, no fairy dust. Or you get one that was fairy dust. But I think there was also potentially a third option, which I think I might have gotten, that was fairy dust and AB. I'm not sure. I'll just have to go and check it out. And this also was the one. It's from a company. I forgot to tell you guys. It's from a company, Home Fun. I think that's how you say it. But it came rolled up like this. I think, being that it has this cover, this type of cover, that it is a double-sided adhesive because of the way it sticks a certain way. And I can kind of lift it up, but I'm not going through all the trouble of buying diamond dots and pulling off the tape because I'm afraid that I will ruin this piece. I'll just work with it because I've done double-sided adhesives before. This one, and I wasn't, that's why I was questioning whether it was double-sided adhesive or not, because it doesn't really smell. Like, I mean, it smells a little bit it smells a little bit funky, like a rubber cementy smell to me. But some of my other ones that I had that were double-sided adhesive before I knew what double-sided adhesive was when I was first starting, I believe my Maleficent and my Snow White were double-sided adhesive from the same company. They smell really bad. But this does have a smell to it compared to my other pieces that I've shown. And you can tell in the corner where it rolled up a little. So I'm honestly thinking this is definitely double-sided adhesive. The drills here, they're not in trains, they're just in little packies. The ones that, which I went over majority of them with a black magic marker. These are the packs that if you use too much of them, I don't like to use, but like the writing comes off of them really quick. So that's why, like, some of them were faded. Like this one I'll probably have to go over with magic marker again. But I just wanted to come in and show you the fairy dust one. On the package it will only say like the color and number. But if you look on this and also the key that's on the... Oh wait, no it doesn't. What a stinker. On the paper key that comes with it, it has marked FD and then a number, which means fairy dust drill. But this is what the fairy dust drill in this piece looks like. It's very nice, and you can, if you look really close, you can see the flecks of like a glittery powder. So I can't wait to do this one and see how I roll with that and how it turns out. And it should look really nice in the piece that I have in my head, like the finished piece. Like I said, this one is from Home Fun. I think it's the way that they say it. Next I have the next two pieces that I have are from Hucan, Huacan. And because I know you can get this particular company from Temu also, because I have that particular company from Temu. But this is going to be the fourth dragon in my piece, and the description of it is basically diamond painting dragon kit, full mosaic, animal cartoon again. home decoration piece of rhinestones. However, there are no rhinestones in this piece. I mean, there's no rhinestone drills whatsoever. These look like they can, I mean, I'll probably be wrong. Both and all of them, except for the one from Home Fun, have the kit number on them, along with the DMC code for each one of the drills. So that's going to save me. Oh, bite my tongue. This one does not. I am wrong. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Some of them do. Okay. Some of these have the actual code for the canvas. They do, however, have the DMC codes. And this is going to be another one too. I'm going to be squinting to figure out the key. But, and the drill field's kind of a little muddy, being how this one doesn't have, this one might have been better had it had, with the fact that it was the blues and the greens, because the majority be blues and greens and some blacks, blackish purple. They should have probably maybe put some guide circles. And this one also has the same issue as the other rainbow dragon that I shared, that I was going to have to put like the wider washi tape on it, because there's a lot of over on this side. Decent amount there, but a lot of over porridge on the one that I got. But like I've said, and a lot of other creators have said with their pieces, their diamond painting pieces, you might get this same piece, and you may not have over porridge or wrinkled covers, whatnot. It may be a little bit, the drill field may be a little bit clearer. It all depends, being that these are done on a production line, it all depends on who was working the AI image transfer or whatever. I think that's the word for it, but whoever was doing the AI image and transferring it onto the canvas, whoever was pouring, it all depends. Everybody's different. So, of course, your pieces are going to be different. I mean, same general image, but, you know, different set of skills. This person may have, the person that may have made your canvas may have started a couple of days ago, whereas somebody that did my vice versa. The person that might have done my canvas may have started a couple of days ago. And the person that did your canvas may have been working there for 20 plus years. So, it is what it is. And also, that one came with, bonus wax. Got the purple, basic purple tray. Straw pen, multi-placer, and two slabs of wax. This next one here is going to be, now I know I've said this before on some of my other hauls. I don't think I'll ever do a square canvas. Square drill canvas. This one I like. Well, borderline love. It is what I'd like to say is a fairy. However, on the description from this, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, I apologize, but from this company, their description of it is a diamond embroidery, 5D diamond embroidery portrait of a woman. Painting flowers, stained glass art, new home. It is a 40 by 40, which is what I'm normally used to working with, 40 by 40s and 30 by 30s. Even 30 by 40s. But as you can see, it's square drills. They are all individually bagged. Does not have the kit number on it. At least not on all of them. Like there's some, like this one has the actual kit number on it. So I'm thinking some of these other ones were newer drills, or they're just changing the way that they do things with their drill lots. I'm not really honestly sure. Because even some of them, like this one has that one has a big 3 on it. On that package. On the outside, for some reason. So, I just have to get in there and check out what the color. I really like this purple though. Check out the colors and see how it goes with that. This is where it got me thrown off. The other 2 kits. This one is partially, it's a little upgrade of a kit. You still have the straw pen, you still have the wax, but you have this stopper. So when you shake your drills to get them into the grids, into the grooves, so you can start painting, it has a stop, like I said, a stopper in order for them not to come out the spout. So that's pretty neat. And I could probably use those on my other 2 purple trays. Pretty decent stick. And honestly, to be honest, it doesn't look like there's too much over pour. I mean, it's a little crooked pour, like here, and there's a lot up here. But I'm going to be sectioning it off, and like I do with all my paintings, I wash them around the edges. And I wash them on top, of course, to do my sections. So, that should be interesting. But, as to what I was saying, too, about square drills. This one, I'm going to, because I believe I did say what I might pop, like, the potential of me doing my first square drill. It has to be a nice piece that I'm interested in, that I would think in my soul that it would look nice as a square piece. This here, I think would rate as one of those. Not just because it's a fairy, not just because it has beautiful colors, but I think the pieces that are stained glass style, which is, this is kind of like a stained glass style, or is a stained glass style. I think myself, it would look better with sharper, crisper lines, more interlocking type lines. So that's why I decided I'm going to try this as that. I don't think it's going to come out comic booky. Just like there's a few Beauty and the Beast canvases that I have in my cart on my list that are stained glass style, that are squares. And which is another thing that I like about AliExpress. You can get the square drills through them. You have your choice of getting the piece in a round, getting the piece in a square. I'm going to let you know that this piece here is non-alphanumeric. You have alpha, you have symbols, you have numbers. The DMC codes, DMC numbers are all in order. You also have the key numbers for the packs. They're in number. They're not random number. They're in order, along with the DMC codes. But as for your symbols, your alphabet, and your numbers, they're all random. So that's kind of how it was with most of the canvases here. Their symbols, numbers, and letters, and they're all over the place. But however, I did not go and get them for that. Excuse me, for that reason. I got them because they're beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous, cute, adorable. And yeah, I think they'll be a good addition to my collection. Granted, my stashes don't last that long. I mean, I'm starting to accumulate a stash now because it's crafting season, which my last craft show went fairly well. I don't think my kiddo slept well, so there's a little bit of an attitude about it while we were there, but can't complain. Does no good. It is what it is. I think this is gonna have to be a two-parter because we're already at like 30 minutes. Even when I edit and all that stuff, it'll still be. I don't think y'all want to sit here for like an hour or more because the next part of my haul, yeah, it's a few items, but I'm probably gonna go on and on like a roaming river about it. So I'm gonna leave you with this. As always, please subscribe to my channel if you like. Give me the big thumbs up if you like my content. If you want to be part of my crazy type shenanigans here, potential shenanigans, Alzheimer's, senior moments, click on the bell down below to receive notifications or updates for my or when I update content, so it'll give you a notification about that. Also, here at Notorious Whimsical Creations, yeah, I can speak. This tooth is really bugging me. We appreciate likes, shares, comments, so we just, let us know how we're doing. If there's something we do that you feel sucks, just let us know down in the comments how we can improve. And my final thought, as always, with a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun, things that make you happy, and sparkle them with a side of whimsy on everything. Till next time, YouTube land.